Good evening and welcome to round 6 of this season's Tier 2 race at USA. It's myself, Infamous, and EMC on commentary today. Ian, Happy New Year. I hope you had a good Christmas. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, Happy New Year, Infamous. Yeah, good man, good Christmas break. A lot of time away, excited to be back now, covering Tier 2. Looking forward to getting racing again myself as well later.
Yeah, it's good to be back. It's felt longer than it was.
Yeah, feels like a long time, man.
We've got a dry qualifying. No idea what the situation in regards to the race is. Almost a full grid, 18 drivers, which I think is a reasonable turnout for the first race back from the Christmas break. Initial thoughts?
Well, if the first part of the season's anything to go on, hopefully we're going to keep it going and we'll be in for another good race. I'm sure we will. Like Tier 2 have provided every run so far. And it's a bit of a tricky circuit, this one. I know a lot of people don't get on with it. I'm one of them.
Me too. No, yeah, you're right. Tier 2 have provided us with some amazing action last year, and I'm sure it will continue, especially on a difficult and technical track like Kota is.
Yeah. So I've just jumped on board with BMC just now. He's on his outlap. But I think he'll be the first one to cross the line for a hot lap.
Yeah.
It's one of those things again, it's like what was proven at the start of the season. It's always good to get out nice and early and get that banker lap.
Yeah, 100%. Being able to put in a good qualifying lap in cleaner, no traffic is important in these qualifying sessions we run.
Yeah, definitely. See a few drivers who chose to go out on the mediums.
Yeah, a few drivers. I personally would have thought a few more would have at least tried the first stint on the first attempt for qualifying lap on the mediums.
Yeah, I usually try to only do the one flying lap on the mediums if you go out. And then obviously if you mess it up, then resort to the softs, but it's quite competitive, this field, so I'm sure we're going to be in for a close one.
His lap as he got a little bit of traffic at the apex into turn 1. A little bit, but that driver should move out the way. Oh, and it's Ryan Van Doom who has blocked DMC on his quick lap. He didn't back out there. That's a shame for him.
Yeah, it's not good to see.
No, he should have backed out.
At least it's quite early on in the session, so plenty of time to go in and back out.
Yeah, fair enough. A strong driver from the first 5 races. Singvi just starting his qualifying lap, gone into nicely exited turn 1, rounding the bank and going to turn 2, and into this mega S section that they've ripped up, and he's invalidated. I was going to say that they ripped out of Silverstone and Suzuka and put it in the worst place possible. That's a shame, but I think we could see they're very easy to get penalties on invalidations on this track. I'm just on board T-Luck, who has managed to keep a valid lap in, drifting through the corner, and yet he also gets 4 wheels off the track and invalidates. So this isn't a not picking the right drivers to get on, and the rug puts in a valid lap out. It's a 132. It's a decent lap there from the rug.
I was just scrolling through cameras there and I just caught Knick-Knack's Rock spinning it and losing a wing. Nice brightly coloured livery on his car though. Who else have we got? Oh, CDM JW, the 131.0. It's a decent
really
lap. Got Harry just coming around the last corner.
And it's McLaren inspired livery.
Yeah, up
Love
to
that.
5th on the mediums as well. What a lap there by H. Chapman.
Yeah. Great lap there from H. Chapman. I think it's his first race this season, so it's good to see.
Yeah, it's good to
see him
good to
putting a
see
good
him
lap in.
back racing and put a decent time in straight away on the harder tyre.
And we've got Royal Harvey, who's put in a epic 130.8. Takes him top.
Who have we got? Seems to be a lot of drivers struggling with track limits just now for the early stage of the session. It's easily done as well at this track, especially at the S's and the corners right after them.
So I'm just on board. Would you rather, who's just finishing off his lap on the mediums? He had a few really good performances last year. Let's see what his early banker is going to be on the medium tyres. Crosses the line, puts himself between GT Fanatic and H. Chapman amongst the medium runners. So that shows the medium tyres are that much slower, and it appears they are approximately 1 second to 1.5 seconds slower per lap.
Yeah, but there's not a lot between the medium runners though.
Nope, they are
in a tight little bunch there. We've got BMCs in traffic. I think he's just backed out of that. It's got Wayne Bennett's just started a flying lap on the mediums.
Yes. Let's go on board with him.
He loves a green car, doesn't he?
So one thing we found out from Wayne Bennett is British Racing Green isn't exclusively for Formula One, but it's in every racing format. And I love the consistency. Love it, love it, love it. As he negotiates the first sector well.
Yeah, he kept it nice and clean through that. It's a tricky little combination of corners.
Let's just stay with him until he crosses the interval at the second sector line. See whether or not he's up on his current or not. No, he's down.
Yep.
He's probably gonna look to pit at the end of this lap.
We've got H. Chapman heading into the pits, might be thinking about going out on softs. Who's on
a lot of drivers either on their out laps or
on an invalid lap as well.
And this is going to be preparation for us in that qualifying. Just gotta put in an early lap that isn't invalidated.
Yeah.
Just to get an early lap time on the board, because we're eight and a bit minutes left, and we've still got 6 drivers yet to put a lap time in.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to wait it out and hoping they just need to do 1 lap, maybe 2. But that's a risky strategy, especially for a short qualifying.
With 8.5 minutes to go, you can still get 2 runs in.
Yeah.
You gotta be quick, but you can fit 2 runs in, and if I haven't put a lap time in, I'll definitely be looking to at least two soft runs, one straight after another.
So I've just jumped on board with Nick Nack's Rocky. I think he's on a hot lap now, just coming through the S's.
Mate, you read my mind there. That was perfect. Tackle through the uphill in the second sector well, now the downhill going to the heavy braking zone.
Yeah, it's all about getting good drive out of that corner.
Gets decent drive, I think. DRS activated. Loving his multicolored livery. Little lock up going into that. That was nice. Where is he up on? He's on a decent lap. The wide entry into this really difficult section. And this track is a copycat of so many other tracks, as we're in the Turkey triple right section there. They only validated the great. Carries much momentum. Oh, a little bit of mid-corner overspeed.
It puts it on P3.
He had a bit more time there if he didn't get that mid-corner oversteer on that final corner. We thought he was going to lose it at.
He's had to back out of that as well if he was going to go for another lap. But that's a good lap for the first run. I'd be happy with that. See who we got.
CDM has just started a hot lap. We got anyone towards the tail end of their laps?
Nope. I think Desert Rat is on a lap.
Yeah.
It's starting to get super busy now out on track.
Everyone wants a little slipstream down the back straight,
Yeah.
but then wants all the air and clean air going through the twisty corners.
It's like a spinner just in front of Desert Rat as he came out of there.
I was wondering, thinking, are there cars everywhere on track?
Brings it around the final corner. Jumps a place up to P5. It's a
Really
decent
good lap.
lap there, 1:31.2. Oh, it was really close up at the top there. Less than, what, 3/10 between the top 5?
So have we got any of our medium runners on a set of softs? And yeah, we've got Harry H. Chapman just finishing off. He invalidated that first lap, so he's starting his first hot lap on the soft tyres.
Be good to see how he gets on now. He's done a good time on the mediums. Who else?
Turn one, that was nice. We'll check back with him in about a minute's time. Anyone else? Concluding a lap, we've got The Rock, who is 7/10 up on his current personal best, coming into the final sector.
Oh, it looks like he's invalidated that.
He invalidated that, oh mate.
4
He's on a
minutes.
really good lap there.
4 minutes left. That should be enough time for another flying lap.
Let's go back to H. Chapman, 2/10 up on his current on his personal best.
Loving a McLaren inspired livery on his car.
Yeah, love that. 6/10 up on his sector 2 time.
Kept it nice and clean there.
Yep.
Managed to gather it up.
As he exits the final corner, initiates DRS.
Nice. Puts him on P11. It's a decent lap there for my H. Chapman.
Let's see, he's
got Ryan Van Doom on a lap. just started a lap coming through the S's.
And it looks like he's catching H. Chapman, so let's see if he gets... I think yeah, he's going to nicely get through his second. He validates over that curb a bit too much. We've got BMC just started his lap, approaching the S's.
So I'm just on board with Would You Rather, just coming through this, just started sector 3, negotiating through some traffic. Just coming through the final corner, down in P16 just now. You're looking at gain a good... Well, it puts it in P7. It's a nice lap there from Would You Rather, 131.7.
So yeah, with just under a minute and a half left, we've got Roy Harvey still with his initial provisional pole lap time of a 130.8. He's currently on an out lap.
We've got
Many one final lap in there.
Many Daniels has left it late and he's invalidated this lap. It's going to be tight on whether he can make it. I don't think he will make it round.
Nah, he's slowing down. Has he got a minute to go? Yeah, maybe, yep, yeah, he's probably about 30 seconds, 40 seconds to the end now, and he has to lift off and let other cars go.
You got Wayne Bennett just coming through the S's there. It's like 3 temps up on his previous time.
Oh, that's quality.
Just on the back straight, gets a decent drive out of that corner. Opens his DRS.
Let's see his split time in the second sector. He's 1 second up.
Yep, this is a good lap here.
Yep, negotiates that tricky penultimate corner. Final corner is just all about carry as much speed as possible on the DRS and takes him to 11.
11, that's like, it's a decent place to start there. You could start on fresh tyres.
We've got CDM who is slightly up on his second sector split. Royal Harvey who is nearly half a second up on his personal best. And I thought he would have invalidated there. Nope, his lap is still valid. Is Royal Harvey about to put the final nail in the coffin in this qualifying session? I'm putting an absolute rocket of a lap. So he crosses the line.
A 130.3.
Fantastic lap. Fantastic lap, Royal Harvey. CDM also does improve with a 130.8, so he gets into the 130s. Nitnax looks like he's on a slow lap. We've got Simv 2.2 tenths up on his personal best. So can he get second? Can he get second? Oh, and he gets second. Go on, Simv. That was a fantastic final sector. Oh my god, and he's closed the gap on Royal Harvey's time. He's made that time look still impressive, but a little bit less impressive with only being 2 and a bit tenths. No.
There's some decent laps up there. The top 3 in the 130s. Then not much separating the rest behind them.
Whew. Where did that final lap come from, Simv? Fantastic. big shout out also to Royal Harvey. Put 2 laps in, and 2 great laps.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what how the race turns out. I'm not sure what the weather's gonna be for the race.
Would you like it to rain? I can make that happen, Ian. I don't know.
I don't think I would wish that on MD Drive in America in the wet.
No.
It's bad. It's bad enough
rain,
in a dry.
we're gonna get rain. So, congratulations to Royal Harvey. He is the pole sitter for this race, with Simvi second, CDM third. And as you can see on screen, that's the classifications for this evening's race around Kota. If you were outside of top 10, if you were a Would You Rather, a Ryan Van Doon, a Wayne Bennett, would you do a mediums alternative strategy, or would you stay on the softs?
I would probably do the mediums, to be honest. But it's one of those situations where you can go long on the mediums, but you can make up the places on the softs. That you have more chance of fighting the cars in front if you start on the softs. So it'll be interesting to see what the drivers outside the top 10 do.
Yeah, it's corner cut central, as we say, with a few of the trucks here in this game. So yeah, I think it's gonna be more or less a game of who gets the least penalties, and yeah, I think
just try and keep it clean, penalties to a minimum. But we all know what this track's like. If you've played the game yourselves, and you'll be more than familiar with the penalties. It's just one of those tracks where it's easy to run wide. You don't get punished if there's no gravel traps to suck you in, so you try and take advantage as much as you can. Sometimes you go a bit too far as we get ready to go racing.
No formation lap, Codemasters lag. Oh, and we go. That was quick off the lights.
Yeah, just gotta ride on board with the leader. There's now until it settles down. Seems like a bit of bumping and scraping at the back.
And that was Simvi. Simvi's made contact. Oh, but he's flung to the back end of the grid.
It's always a tricky one, turn 1 at Australia, because it's a wide track, but then it sort of funnels in to the apex kind of thing. Just strategies popping up on the screen. It's looking like a 2-stop. Be nice to see what people do. Probably soft, medium, soft. It's got Simvi's retired. That's not good to see, man. But it happens. It's a shame.
It's a shame.
Absolute good quality performance in qualifying.
Battles everywhere. Everywhere in midfielders. Time intervals are so close. As close as the drivers are wheel to wheel right now.
You've got Would You Rather making a move, trying to get his position back on Mitch.
Yeah, I've been watching these guys for last sector or so. These are 2 guys who battled last year and in the early part of the season, and they've shown us some really great battles. And have a quick look. Royal Harvey crosses the line. TDM.
Someone's just running a bit wide there, Ryan Van Doom. As H. Chapman gets a move done into turn 1 up into P10. A little bit too much curb at turn 1. There's just battles everywhere. I don't know where to look. It's got Desert Rat and Knickknacks Rock.
Oh, mate.
Oh, Nice
They are
battling
nose to
going on.
tail.
Nice and
Nose to
clean.
tail. Takes a defensive line. He's going to make him work for this overtake. And good defending, good racing between them.
But all the time BMC's closed up right on the back of Desert Rat. It's going to turn into a... Well, it could turn into a 6-7 way battle in a minute. It's just a train. And you got the ones, we've got Mitch really close to the back of Jimmy O.
So the predicted strategy, if you're on the softs, to pit on the mediums, or to do a two-stop to go soft mediums. It's quite high tire wear this circuit, so let's see who can manage it on a one-stop and who actually has to be forced to do a two-stop. You see a few penalties starting to rack up.
So everybody is so close. Right, it's awesome to see.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to find a car to lock onto. There's just battles happening everywhere. I'm on board with BMC at the moment. He's got battles behind him with Jimmy O and Mitch.
Mitch and Would You Rather are still there together as well.
CDMJW's got a move done with a DRS on the back straight.
Alright, Royal Harvey's not gonna like that. It's a long race.
Knickknacks Rocks getting a position on Desert Rat. Desert Rat's coming back at him. Oh.
Alpine is inside. This is great battling. Great battling. Don't know whether to stay there or whether to stay on Royal Harvey and CDM.
Yeah, they're making her jobs hard, aren't they, Infamous?
Mate, as PR Oliver makes an overtake on Tila.
Just see Knickknacks Rock just ran a bit wide there and picked up a 3-second penalty. Royal Harvey's closing in on CDMJW. You'll be looking to just keep on the back of him to the next DRS zone unless...
Oh, is he going to make the overtake going into the... Oh, he backs out. Bit of contact. Not sure if that caused any damage.
That was a brave move.
Oh, more contact. Oh, and we've got CDM in the wall. Not sure what went on there. And he's just been eaten alive by the rest of the grid.
Doesn't seem to have any damage to his front wing, so he's managed to keep it out of the wall. So maybe be thinking of a strategy change. Oh, someone just taps him up the back into the tight corner on the back straight. Got Knickknacks Rock has gained out of all this up into P1.
Mate. Did Royal Harvey make a mistake going into the braking zone and that?
I'm not sure. I was on board with someone else as Royal Harvey gets a bit sideways. Coming under pressure from Desert Rat.
If he's not careful, he'll get swallowed. He's swallowed up in this pack and in this train.
Yep. Desert Rat's in the prime position to make a move, and he does so.
DRS.
Nicely done into turn 1. Royal Harvey's not finished with it yet, though.
No, he's not having it. Negotiate it, and yet they're through safely. As we watch them still battling side by side. Ooh, does Desert Rat want to be ahead going into the DRS zone? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's going to pay off on for Royal Harvey, I think. As we got a retirement CDMJW's lost it at the S's. Got a VSC.
Royal Harvey is going to be fuming. He was more or less overtaken Desert Rat, and now he had to pull out and sit and wait for the VSC to end.
So we got Nick Rock in the lead just now, but the VSC is one of the weird ones that you can gain from it or you can lose out so much.
Yeah, the VSCs of this game are inconsistent, and are we seeing a VSC pitter?
Yeah, we're seeing Royal Harvey, just as it goes green again though, so that has... He's not going to get an advantage off of that, but I'm going to stay on board to see what kind of tyres he goes on. I'm assuming it'll be hard to try and get him. No, it's mediums.
We have Spaceman and BFC battling away. Spaceman trying to pull off the overtake. Them go side by side going into the S's. Oh, there's a bit of contact, and
who's that? Spaceman's just lost it.
Oh, it's so dangerous and difficult to be going side by side through the S's. Someone has to lift and take the racing line.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a risky move to go for.
So let's see our biggest winners and losers from first 6 laps. So we've got Knickknacks made up 3, Deseret made up 4, got Would You Rather made up 7.
Maybe about to make up another place now.
Ooh.
No.
Nope.
BMC was defending good.
For the switchback, he's gone for the switchback. Is he going to go for the switchback again? Nope. BMC parks his car on the apex. So you're not going there, mate.
And then behind him, we've got
Ryan.
Yeah, Jemio and Ryan Van Doom.
He's gone off track, Ryan. Is he going to be able to keep it going? He's luckily kept it on the track because he had the rocks sniffing behind him, looking to see if he's going to make a mistake. Mate, where have these first 7 laps gone? It's been action-packed. We've got our pole sitter, who's back of the grid right now, sitting in 16th. Second place, third place from qualifying are out. We've got Knickknack Rocks leading, who's got a penalty. We've got drivers galore who've made up positions from their qualifying places. So, Ian, I can't keep up, mate.
I know, mate. I'm just looking at the position changes as we speak, and there's a few drivers. We got Would You Rather's made up 7 positions. Ryan Van Doom's up 6. Rog up 7. H Chapman's up 6. GT Fanatic up 5, and a few others have jumped 4 or 5 places. And it's still really, the field's really tight. After 7 laps, there's still some hard racing going on. It's awesome to see. Yeah, a few penalties out there. I think the ROG may be picking up a drive-through at this VSC restart.
Let's have a look at the penalties on my side. Yeah, the ROG. That's unfortunate, but it is the rules. That's gonna send him back about 30 seconds on track.
Just jumped on board with Ryan Van Doom. He runs wide at the penultimate corner again.
I've got yellows in the... Nope.
Got the ROG in the pits for his drive-through.
AWS is now telling us that the one-stop pit strategy is now open. So let's see if everyone's going to start to pile into their pits, or if they think their tyres are still in a good enough state that they could look to try to extend this first stint.
On board with BMC, coming down to the hairpin for the back straight. It's going to have a DRS on Desert Rat in front. He might try and send it down the inside. Not decides just to keep it in behind him.
It seems like we've just got little packs of drivers, little trains, two, three drivers in a train. But this front train is the train that's the biggest one of the entire grid.
Yeah, one mistake from any of them, and they, someone's jumping into pits there. Who was that? Desert Rat. See if this is going to be a hard tyre stop. Yeah, it looks like he is. He's going from soft to hards. That's what his pit strategy's saying. Yep, he's onto the hards.
So Royal Harvey is 24 seconds behind the leader.
We've got Mitch going on to another set of softs.
Ooh.
So he's obviously gone soft, medium.
And we've got the Rock having to queue up behind his teammate. So we've got a few medium runners.
Yeah, H. Chapman's pitted and come out on the mediums.
We've got medium runners, we've got 2 hard runners, and a few soft runners. All pitted. So Desert Rat comes out about 4 seconds ahead of Royal Harvey, so that Royal Harvey hasn't made up the time that he needed to with that super early pit stop under the VSC that wasn't under the VSC.
Yep, so we've just got the top 7 of still a pit.
Who's gonna blink?
I think I think they're all good. If I was running behind Nick Nack's Rock, I'd maybe be thinking about trying to maybe guess and pit the lap before him, or just follow him.
Are they debating extending this first stint to maybe lap 12, 13?
And maybe
so
going on the mediums. Yeah, and one stop.
The one stop medium strategy is just flashed up.
That will be interesting to see.
Because as it stands, we've got Desert Rat who's on hard tyres, who's probably faster than the front 7 on those hard tyres because they're fresh and they're soft. Everyone else's soft tyres are really worn. But how much time is he going to be able to make up if these guys are all going to put on medium tyres? Because the hard tyres are notoriously so slow in comparison to the mediums.
Yeah, I don't enjoy the hard tyres round here.
Strategy is going to make this very interesting.
Just following the battle with Would You Rather and BMC. It's like just inching closer and closer every lap.
You're probably sick and tired of seeing the gearbox of BMC. Would You Rather would be.
Yeah. And the rest of the field seems to be not spreading out, but
so anyone heading for the pits? So we've got.
Yeah, we did get someone. So he's going to be hoping maybe an undercut
on the mediums.
Yeah.
This has to be a medium.
Yeah, there's on the mediums.
Perfect.
So it's going to be what, 17 laps on the mediums.
Where is he going to come out in comparison to Desert Rat? He's coming down the start-finish straight. Desert Rat is...
He looks like he's going to come out just behind him. Oh, side by side into turn 1.
I thought there'd have been a bigger... I thought Desert Rat would have been a lot further ahead.
And he's on... BMC's on the faster tyre.
Be patient, BMC. It doesn't have to be done in the first lap, in the first corner. You're on the better tyres. Just take your time with this and just let the DRS do its thing.
Yeah, it was a ride on board with BMC, see how he gets on. They managed to keep that amazingly clean though as they were coming out of the pits and coming into turn 1.
Oh, kudos. They're both drivers there. Oh, the overspeed with the overtake and the DRS.
Yep, and the softer tyre. So now he's got just focus on making the tyres last and building a bit of a gap to Desert Rat if he can. Got the top 4 of still to pit. They're all in the pits now, as I said that. All going on to the mediums by the looks of things. So where does that bring BMC and Desert Rat?
So,
Next Rock is...
Would you rather? What's happened there? Oh, mate. Gone straight into the wall. Safety car. What happened there with Would You Rather? I saw the back end of him going straight into the wall.
I was on board with BMC, I didn't even see that. But safety car now, so that'll bring everyone back together. Everyone seems to have pitted except for Minnie Daniels, who has been on the mediums for 11 laps. So he's got no option but really to pit and go onto the hards, because the soft tyres, I don't think they're not going to last, even with the safety car period. Everyone else should be okay till the end now, unless MD's got damage.
So just a quick penalty update. Nat Rocks with 9 seconds worth of penalties. BMC 2, Desert Rat 3, Jimmy O 6, Mitch 3, H Chapman 6, Ryan 3, Spaceman 12, GT Fanatic 9, 6 is for The Rock, 3 for T Lock, and 6 for Wayne Bennett. So most of the field with penalties, as I said, penalty central Kota is, as Nat Rocks now finally catches the safety car.
The track that I would compare this to for penalties would be France.
Canada for me. France, I think, is for me a bit better, but they're all as bad as each other. Let's agree with that. They're all as bad as each other.
Minnie Daniels getting a penalty there for a collision with GT Fanatic under the safety car.
Yeah, let's hope for the next year's game that tracks like these won't be, I would say, ruined with the penalty situation there. It's very hard to push, and with the tyre where you get a little bit of understeer or oversteer, you're picking up warnings left, right, and centre.
Yeah, they do. They definitely need to work on the penalty system for the game.
Yeah. Let's see if EA can do a good job with that.
I think it will, yeah, hopefully. Be interesting to see. I think we're probably going to get another lap under safety car. We've got another collision under safety car, Desert Rat and BMC.
Protect your noses.
Yeah,
Protect your noses.
Just drivers picking up unnecessary penalties now under the safety car.
So let's hope as the grid is more or less together, safety car should be in this lap. But that's going to be in about 2.5 minutes time. So I'll see you later, Ian. I'll be back in 2.5. Oh, it's just, yeah, we should be racing now, but dawdling behind a safety car. So let's hope that no other drivers pick up any more unnecessarily penalties behind a safety car.
Yeah, it seems like you always get a lap or two too many under a safety car.
So not noticed, Royal Harvey's pitted for a fresh set of mediums, so that should definitely take him to the end.
I've just noticed there as well that H. Chapman's up into P5.
Great
Position
run
up,
so far with
up
first race.
10 positions from P15.
He's definitely in the running for driver of the day.
Yep, definitely. His tyres are a couple of laps older than the cars around him, but should be okay till the end.
Yeah.
I think he must have a safety car coming in this lap. That's Rock started to back up. He's done a good job of creating a gap between the pack and the safety car.
Has he gone early with this?
Yeah, it looks like he's gone. A couple of cars running wide.
He has caught them napping. That is a great restart there from Nitnut Rocks. With
Got Jimmy
going for a great overtake on Desert Rat on the restart. Desert Rat's not having it.
He's lost it.
Desert Rat loses it under traction. That's unfortunate, mate. Unfortunate.
He's managed to keep it going though, just damage to his wing. That promotes H. Chapman up to P4.
Can H. Chapman get a podium? Touchwood, the commentator's curse does not inflict his curse on him, but great drive so far, him being up in fourth place. But he does have Ryan Van Doon all over the back of him. Pulls out of his slipstream. It's all about how late can you brake, and oh, that's tight. But he's got they're going side by side, going into the right-hander.
Yeah, H. Chapman doing a good job then to keep it on the inside. Or the outside, knowing he'd have the inside for the next corner. Sure, Ryan Van Doon's not going to give up on this one. He'll have a DRS on the main straight. No, he won't actually, because safety car. I take that back.
But Harry goes a bit deep. Luke Chapman goes a bit deep and gifts the place to Ryan.
Royal Harvey's going to try and sneak it up the inside.
And he does.
So now we got Royal Harvey trying to chase down Ryan Van Doom. Both of them trying to catch up to the leading three, hoping a chance for a podium.
Royal Harvey's still a big contender for the race win.
Yeah, got
no penalties.
H. Chapman sticking right on the back of Royal Harvey just now.
Yeah, that's good. Stay in the DRS zone even if you're overtaken. As we've got Pierre Oliver and Mitch side by side down the straight. Ooh, and Spaceman has joined that battle and overtaken Pure Oliver. There are battles everywhere as
Got
we
the
see the
Rock,
Rock going
yep.
for an overtake on GT. I thought GT was gonna stick his nose in there.
The Rog is on 6-lap old softs, so I think he's going to start struggling quite soon, I think, with his tyres.
We've had a change for the lead. But it looks like, yep, BMC made a mistake on the entry into turn 1. That's given Nick Rocker an opportunity. And Jimmy O was keeping and BMC honest. And it's crazy to think Royal Harvey pitted under the safety car, and it was a great strategic move to put on another set of mediums and just be able to run pedal to the metal for the rest of the race.
Just looking at the battles now, obviously I've got BMC's, got the DR. Oh, Knickknacks Rock is just...
Oh my god!
I was on board for that then, that was not good to see there. Knickknacks Rock just done a Mazepin.
I caught the back end of that, wow.
Just squeezed him over to the inside a bit too much, and I think they just got caught up in the wheels. And then it sent BMC into the wall. It's a shame, that was an awesome battle.
Was Desert Rat caught up in that as well?
No, I don't think so. It was just Knickknacks Rock and BMC. There was a pointless defending move. There was nothing he could have done because he had the DRS on him and the overspeed. Just squeezed him out.
Well, BSC is on our way. We've got Wood Green. So this is now promoted Jimmy O to the lead. And we know he's had a record of making a lot of positions up. That's 8 positions he's made. And we started 9th this race, so great work from him. Can he keep the gap to Roy Harvey? Well, that being said, Roy Harvey hasn't got a penalty, so he is our net leader as it stands, unless Jimmy was able to pull out another 4.5 seconds. As we see H. Chapman and Mitch battling all going into the final sector. It's a McLaren versus a Renault.
Yeah.
It's a 2006 Renault versus last season's McLaren.
Got Spaceman right behind them both as well. So it's turning into a three-way battle.
And he's in the Rich Energy Haas. Love. The liveries are incredible, guys. Loving everyone's liveries tonight. As Mitch and H. Chapman.
So the DRS looks to have got that done nice and cleanly there on the outside of turn 1. Just going to have a check of penalties. So Jimmy O 6 seconds, Ryan Van Doom, Mitch and H. Chapman 6 seconds, Spaceman 15. But you've got Proliver sitting there in P7 with no penalties, who could make up a decent amount of positions. GT Fanatic on 12. And then 6, 6, 12, 3 and 3. So a lot of drivers struggling with track limits.
As PR Oliver snuck down the inside of Spaceman.
Spaceman's trying to come back at him. Back end goes a little bit.
So we've got Royal Harvey, who's now closed up just outside, just over a second between him and Jimmy O. This is going to be an intriguing battle to see whether or not, it's all about whether or not he can get into that DRS zone and stay there for a lap or two. Got Mitch and Ryan side by side at the end of the first sector. Oh, that sector is quite difficult to keep any traction, and Mitch felt the loss of traction there. And we've got, he must have Harry within DRS.
Yeah, you got
behind him.
Harry's right behind him. He's going to take advantage of the DRS. I love the view on this as well, right from the rear wing, looking forward, making him go around the outside.
And Mitch defends that, squeezing Harry onto the AstroTurf.
He's sticking with him though, so he'll get another run at him on the main straight with the DRS.
Yeah, and it seems like
Got
this little train here is
like
where
Spaceman is in the pits.
That releases GT Fanatic to try to close his gap to PR Oliver. And it's this train, and Royal Harvey is finally in the 1 second window of Jimmy O. Gap is just floating between the 6-7 tenths.
Yeah, he's going to have a DRS on him now, on the back straight. Don't know if he'll be close enough, 7 tenths.
Yeah, and I think it's the battle for the win, and there's a battle for third.
I think Royal Harvey can see that Jimmy O's got 9 seconds of penalties, so all Royal Harvey needs to do is keep his nose clean, and he's going to get the win.
Knowing Royal Harvey,
oh yeah,
you want to win on track.
Yeah, 100%.
As we got another VSC.
And what was that? I think GT Fanatic is DNF'd. Oh yeah, there's his car there on track missing a wheel.
Oh.
Some good fast drivers out of this session today.
Yep. I think those who do finish in the points, get good points, they are gonna be making up a lot compared to their rivals for the championship this year. As we are still under VSC conditions. Will this help? Yep, and I think it has helped Jimmy O just allow himself to get out of the DRS zone and Yeah, he knows himself that he's got 6 seconds to make up to Royal Harvey, but he'll still want to win on track. He
Yep.
still want to cross the line first.
You've got Ryan Van Doom, so only 4 tenths behind Mitch at the moment, fighting to get P3. And as they are fighting, you've got H. Chapman behind, closing a gap to less than a second now. Well, it's hovering there or thereabouts. Yeah, it's going to be a good final 6 laps.
Yeah, it's gonna go down to the wire. We've got Mitch on with 3 seconds worth of penalties more than Ryan and Harry H. Chapman. So he's gonna need to pull his finger out and pull a bit of a gap to be able to secure third.
Yeah.
Ryan just needs to sit where he is and keep H. Chapman off him.
We've got SDFCT look getting a drive-through penalty for something. I'm not sure what that is.
Probably within the last.
Jimmy was just collected another 3 seconds, so that's him up to 12 now. So he's not going to be happy about that. He's just probably pushing too hard. Just on board with H. Chapman, just now right on the back of Ryan Van Doom. 4 attempts coming on the back straight. With Proliver right behind H. Chapman, but also the DRS wide open.
As he gets the overspeed
He's thinking
right
about
at the
a
end of the
move.
straight. Good
Oh, he
lad.
does, he puts it down the inside.
That was clean. Little contact, but that was clean enough.
Brian
Ryan
Van
goes
Doom
in,
manages to keep it. He picked up another penalty there, just. But it's. Sometimes you need to just take the penalty to avoid the contact.
Yeah. Because he wanted the inside lane there, and it was either go into Ryan or cut the corner a little bit.
There's still 4 laps to go here, so anything can happen.
As Royal Harvey finally does take the lead on track from Jimmy O. And Jimmy O just needs to make sure he keeps more than a 6-second gap from Harry H. Chapman and Ryan.
But no, he just needs a 3-second gap, doesn't he, Jimmy O?
Yep.
They're 6 seconds from Ryan Van Doom. But yeah, it's one of those ones again.
And that's the dangerous one.
And then PR Oliver's just picked up his first pen of the day on lap 24.
There's only our race leader yet to have been given a 3-second corner cutting penalty.
Oh, so it looks like H. Chapman's got past Ryan Van Doom.
Yep.
Up into 4th, where Ryan's chasing him down now, still less than a second.
I was just thinking,
But Ryan's going to start coming under pressure from PR Oliver soon.
Yeah, he's joined the party now.
Oh, he's got Ryan Van Doom goes deep, yeah.
Kind of compromise his pace going through the S's all the way through to the back straight.
It's going to give H. Chapman a chance to try and make a break for it, get out the DRS range while Ryan and Proliver are battling it out. But Ryan Van Doom, yeah, DRS is open. Some awesome driving out on track today, man.
Oh, fantastic for the first race back after the Christmas break. This has been quality. We've had a few incidents, as I think is expected for the circuit of this nature and the sort of challenges that it does cause towards the start of a race. But there's been some great battles throughout the field, some really close waterway battling, and we've got 2 laps to go, or 3 laps to go, sorry. And yeah, let's see what how the final positions work out, because I think the main final position to want to work out would be, at least on track, without any penalties to consider, is H. Chapman, Ryan Van Doom, Pro Oliver.
Yep, I've been riding on board with this battle. I've got Pro Oliver seems to be dropping off the back of Ryan a little bit, but as I says that, he gains 3 tenths. This is just going to be a battle of the ERS, I think, because of the DRS strain. So car's behind with DRS, and I think H. Chapman's going to be dumping his overtake on the straights to try and keep the gap. Just jump on board. Yeah, he's out of overtake.
And you know what? I've just seen Jimmy reclaim the lead on track. That's some good heart there and good battling.
Yeah.
Even though he has got a load of penalties compared to Roy Harvey, it's good to still see.
So I'm just on board. Oh, as we see, Ryan Van Doom gets to less than 2 tenths.
It's almost a little bit too close in that corner.
They've both got about the same amount of ERS to use, while Pro Oliver behind has got 3/4 of his ERS, so he's got a lot of overtake, maybe trying to save it up for the final lap. Ryan Van Doom trying to go round the outside into turn 1. And then the outside of turn 2, see if he gets it done. Yeah, he does.
Mega drive. Oof. That was good. I like that. Yeah, he straightened it up by taking the wide line, and Harry's now got pressure from Pro Oliver.
It's been awesome racing from these 3 for like the last, 10 laps?
Pro Oliver gets past H. Chapman.
Yeah, I'm sure he would have dumped quite a bit of the ERS he's been saving up.
Yeah, he has.
So got Royal Harvey and Jimmy were still battling out front on the final lap. Just ride on board with Jimmy unless anything else happens, which H. Chapman looks to be.
We just need to keep an eye on H. Chapman, Pro Oliver.
Yeah,
that battle,
that is the battle.
See out the lead. As you've got Roy Harvey leading the race on that final lap.
The ROG fastest lap.
He's been really impressive tonight. Took pole, difficult start of the race for him, but kept it consistent, no penalties, and it looks like he's gonna take the win home unless he absolutely bottles it in the final sector. Which, touch wood, that he doesn't, because his performance would not be representative of how he's performed today. And I'm sure.
So this battle for 5th or 4th is going right to the end. H. Chapman is right on the back of PR Oliver coming around the final few turns.
And Royal Harvey wins the race with Jimmy O crossing the line second, Mitch third. Let's see how it ends between Pro Oliver, Ryan Van Doom.
Yeah, so they've came across P4, 5 and 6 after penalties have sorted themselves out.
Yeah, Wayne Bennett promoted to 7th, Spaceman 8th. As you see the Rug crossing the line in 9th.
So yeah, you've got to give H. Chapman driver of the day there, making up 9 places, finishing P6, was up into 4th, fighting for a podium at one point. And then Royal Harvey up front, finishing 28 laps of this awesomely bad track without any penalties.
No, that was impressive. And I think, yeah, to all the drivers who have made it to the end, as Desert Rat is our last driver to cross the line. Driver today goes to H. Chapman, debut in Tier 2, and yeah, great performance from Royal Harvey, dominant win. Jimmy O in second, picking up a strong result, and Mitch in third. That was awesome, mate.
Yeah, that was awesome. I enjoyed that. There was so much happening out on track throughout the whole field. A few incidents out there, that's to be expected. Some big names of Tier 2 dropping out DNS. There was some bad luck. But yeah, all round it was an exciting race.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's good to be back. It felt like we've never left. When things got started. So I've enjoyed watching this race with you, Ian.
Yeah, it's the same, Infamous. It's been a pleasure. Another exciting race, man. Loved it.
And yeah, we've got Tier 1 happening starting at 9 o'clock. So tune in on that. Details will be shared. And yeah, we will see you guys all again same time next week for some more Tier 2 L2S action.